Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This is Shamir, and today we're going to talk about Chesed, Emet, Shachan, and Mishkan. Chesed, truth, to dwell or dwell, and dwelling place. Now here we have John 1:14, or Yochanan 1:14. Hadavar nichya basar, the word being flesh. V'shachan betochenu, and he dwelt in our midst. Ra'inu et kevodo, and we saw his glory. Kevod yachid, the glory of the only or unique one. This is the word that it's used. Usually we see the only son, but we look at the text in Greek and also in Hebrew, we just have this word yachid. Milifnei aviv, from before the father. Malei chesed ve'emet, full of chesed ve'emet, or truth. When we go to Genesis 22:2, we also see this idea of yachid, bincha, your son, et yachidecha, your only or unique one. And we see the same phrase, yachid, used to describe Yeshua as well. Now, as always, whenever we're reading in the Tanakh, we want to also see where, or the apostle writings, and then we want to see where in the Tanakh all these ideas are coming from. And so we have Vayikra, or Leviticus 26:11. We see some of the same words that we've already saw. Venatiti mishkani betochechem. So, and I will set my dwelling, mishkani, in your midst, betochechem, which we just read that in the chapter of John, and now we see this idea coming from the Torah, from the Tanakh. And we have another scripture from Shemot, or Exodus 29:45. V'shachanti betoch bnei Yisrael, and I will dwell, v'shachanti, in the midst, betoch bnei Yisrael, the sons of Yisrael. So when we read these scriptures and we connect them to the apostle writings, we get the idea that God has returned to Yisrael to dwell in her midst. Just as he had done previously in the Torah, in the first temple period. Now we're in the second temple period, and we see that Yeshua, embodied in flesh, has come to dwell in the midst of Israel again. So this gives us the idea of restoration. Our restoration process is taking place. It's not actually something new, because we see it happen over and over again in the Tanakh in one sense, but in another sense it is new, since this new priesthood will be the original, or the heavenly priesthood is eventually going to come. But this is part of the restoration of all things as Mashiach comes and is dwelling in the midst of Israel and his people. Now here we have some scriptures from the Tanakh relating to Chesed ve'emet. Usually Chesed is translated as loving kindness, or something to this effect in the English. I don't really like the translation. I feel that it doesn't really bring the meaning of the word. It's more of going above and beyond the call of duty. In the book of Ruth, Ruth is lauded for her much chesed, for leaving her homeland, and there's a lot to that passage as well, and taking care of her mother-in-law. So this is lauded to her as chesed. So here we have Tehillim, or Psalms 25:10. Kol orchot, all the paths of Yahweh, chesed ve'emet, or chesed and truth. And we have Tehillim, or Psalm 61:8. Yeshev Olam Lifnei Elohim. He will dwell before God forever. Chesed ve'emet. Okay, and then Tehillim, or Psalms 89:15. Tzedek u'mishpat mechon kis'echa. Righteousness and judgment are the foundation of your throne. Chesed ve'emet yakademu fanecha. They will join themselves to you. There is a rabbinical teaching concerning Moshe and Aaron, that they represent these two ideas of Chesed ve'emet. One represented Chesed, Moshe, and then Aaron emet, or the other way around. So I always refer to these as the two witnesses of God's character. Just as we have the heavens and the earth, Eretz ve'shamayim, and we have Chesed ve'emet. And then we see this very holistic idea popping up in the first chapter of John. The first chapter of John really is a really short synopsis of the Torah. If you read through the whole thing and compare it, have the Torah open next to you, you'll see it almost gives you from beginning to end, because we know the beginning starts with Bereshit, and then we get into this dwelling of God in the midst of Israel again, and so it's very interesting. So anyway, that's all I have for you for today. I hope that you enjoy this and that you have a peaceful Shabbat. Be blessed, and bye-bye.